How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 6th of May 2022. So before I get into Bitcoin and the usual general market analysis, I want to say a massive thank you to Don, George and Steve. As you can see on the screen here, they have donated through the super thanks, which is on all of the videos now, and that money is going to be going to Crypto Positive. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, or if you're not aware, the link to my Discord is in the description below. If you head over there, there is a Crypto Positive channel, and in there is a full description of everything that we're going to be doing with this money. It's going to be going all to Crypto Positive. The public address for the wallet is there as well. I will also be adding funds to this wallet as well. I did an initial purchase of about 2.3367 BNB, I believe it was, and then obviously these donations will be going over there as well. And then I myself, when I have spare funds, I will also be adding to that wallet as well. All public, all there, all available. Everybody's welcome to go ahead and check that out. But again, I want to say a massive thank you to these guys because, it really does make a difference. And I'm hoping that with some additional things, which I'm hoping to implement over the next sort of 6 months, we can really start to push some money, into, the Crypto Positive side of things, and we can really start to make a difference to people's lives. So again, massive thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So let's get over to the analysis. Now, before I get into this analysis, I want to bring your attention to something. We know that Bitcoin's obviously going down, and this is very frustrating. It's dragging the rest of the market with it. But if we go over to Cointelegraph and to find this article, okay, you will have to just click the search and just put Terra, Terra, and you'll see this. I think it's the second or the third article down. But I want to bring your attention to something for those that aren't aware that this happens, because I know there's many of you that are new to the cryptocurrency space. And the Luna Foundation Guard acquires additional 37,863 Bitcoin as part of its part of reserve strategy. Sorry, I can't speak properly, which is roughly around about 1.5 billion. Of BTC. So the question is, if they've acquired this much, Bitcoin, and this was only 24 hours ago when this article was posted, so it's very recent. Why is Bitcoin going down? I mean, that 1.5 billion. If somebody buys 1.5 billion of something, I mean, that should really start to move, that particular asset. Well, if we scroll down a little bit further, we'll see that the funds that they raised to buy these Bitcoin allowed LFG to acquire 37,863 Bitcoin via OTC, over-the-counter swaps. So these Bitcoins were purchased off exchange, basically, which means it's not being purchased direct from an exchange, as we would as retail traders. They're being purchased over the counter, and that has absolutely zero effect, on Bitcoin's price, and zero effect, on the chart itself. So I'm bringing this up because I want people to really start to understand that although this is public, it's on Cointelegraph, okay? The Luna Foundation Guard actually posted tweets about this as well, and so on. And that's fantastic. Great. Thank you very much for telling us that you got a fantastic deal on Bitcoin. But us retail traders who are not aware of this, and we see Bitcoin and we kind of run around trying to find information as to why Bitcoin is going down and so on. It's frustrating, when you find something like this out and you start to realize that the huge money that is being pumped into Bitcoin is being done in a way that simply does not benefit us, the retail traders, the ones that are really, and this is not me, by the way, but I'm just saying for those that really believe in Bitcoin and, the retail traders that are wanting to buy into Bitcoin and they really understand and believe in the cryptocurrency market. And I'll explain the not me in a second. The cryptocurrency market, they're the ones that suffer the most, because we don't see that movement in price. We don't see the benefits of something like this. We're the ones that, ultimately would eventually pile back in, maybe push price higher and so on, for then these huge institutions to benefit from. So just going back to not me, the reason I said that is because I like to use Bitcoin as a barometer for the sort of overall general market movement, but I'm not a maxi. I just like to use it, as I would the DXY, the dollar index, when I'm trading, the forex market. But I'm not going to go directly and purchase, dollars, for example. So it would be nice to see Bitcoin, moving higher, at some point. But ultimately, I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin. I never have been, and again, I just use it as a parameter, for general market sentiment and stuff. So going to the analysis itself, and I'm sorry that was a little bit drawn out, but we can see that we've had that drop, and we can see that price is stabilizing around this area, but it is looking like we're going to continue to move lower into this larger liquidity pool down here, roughly around about 34,300. And then if we go back up to the weekly, we can see that if this continues, then it is likely that we're probably going to run deeper into this and start to take out this low. Now, if you remember a very long time ago, it is in a video somewhere, and I know a few people have made a note of this, but I was saying that when Bitcoin ultimately gets down to these levels, or if it gets down to these levels at the time, I was saying that this low was in play and that 33,000 was going to be traded to. The bottom line is, if this continues, we're really starting to look, or it's starting to look like we're headed for this sort of 28,000, sub 28,000 level, which will be a real shame. There's a lot of liquidity building up, below here. It completely absorb all of this liquidity pool. So ultimately we just have to be patient, I guess, and keep our powder dry, be mindful, and be careful of the general market sentiment right now, because it is a little bit messy. The one thing I will say, though, if we just jump over to Binance is again showing a little bit of relative strength, which is fantastic, and I'm hoping this continues, because it's great for us on the BSC chain for some of the projects that we're involved in. But ultimately the general market sentiment is one of not very good at the minute. Be careful, be cautious, and I'll continue to update you, as and when I see something that really needs to be pointed out. And with that said, guys, I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next update. All the best and take care.